the truth is sacred. Nothing will ever replace it.
Whew. I just am so tired of the lies. We live in the land of lies. I'm so tired of it. I hate lies. I love the truth. I want the truth. I pray to God every day. Please, on this one, please, let us just find out who the true killer of Charlie Kirk was. Now, if it's Tyler Robinson, okay, let's find out. Let's get some verifiable, clear data that it was him and he acted alone. But already the data shows that it's highly unlikely he was. Let's go through some of the weird things about it. First, we live in the age of camera footage is everywhere, and somehow we don't have footage of him shooting him. Although he's on the roof and there's cameras shooting the roof from multiple angles, all we get are, as I saw on internet, we get these little grainy photos that look like they were shot on a calculator. Why? And then there's footage, there's cameras behind that were taken down very suspiciously by an employee of TPUSA. Why can't we get that footage? Like, there's 4K footage right behind them. Let's see that. There's so much footage out there, and we get these, like, before the shot, after the shot, dark figure running across with something that could maybe look like a rifle, but it's kind of floppy. I don't know. It's grainy footage. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's very highly suspicious. The text exchange. Okay, so let's say that Tyler Robinson did it. He planned it all efficiently. He took one disciplined shot from 140 yards. Now, I am an amateur shooter, and 100 yards is kind of tough for me, even with the scope, because I suck, right? I'm not good at it. But that's with no pressure. That's with me in a range, headphones on, looking through the scope. Now, I'm not good. Granted, I'm not good. But a gunman on a roof, killing a live person with 10,000 people around, knowing you got to escape, knowing that you're likely to die, knowing that you make one mistake, you're dead. Like, that's a lot of pressure, okay? So, needless to say, this is a high-stakes game that was done. Maybe he wasn't aiming for the neck. Maybe he was. However, the goal, if he was trying to kill Charlie, which was highly likely, it happened. So he achieved his goal. So that shows a high level of skill, either pure luck or skill. However, he was able to get on the roof and then exit the roof and escape. So that shows another well-executed plan. But then he goes, let me leave the gun with my fingerprints, and let me leave bullets that I have my fingerprints on, and I put little messages on like every other lone shooter in the past few years. Let me just leave it in the woods on the ground, right? I'll wrap it in a towel. I don't buy that. I don't buy it. And then let me leave a message that tells you everything you could possibly need to know about what I did, why I did it, and I'll leave that for someone to find. I don't believe that. Life doesn't work like that. If you're executing greatly and then all of a sudden, like, who doesn't understand that every digital message, it just doesn't make sense, okay? I don't have all the data, and I don't know. I'm not this super expert on this, but I have been looking at it pretty closely, and I just don't believe it, okay? What else was there? And then the story that he shot with a 30-06 bullet and it doesn't go through. Now, apparently, Martin Luther King was also shot with a 30-06 and there was no exit wound, but from my understanding, it went through his jaw. It's a lot more bone than a neck. Is it possible for bullets to do weird things? I think that is somewhat possible. Is it likely? I think it's highly unlikely. And very suspicious, just to add to the things. Also, clearly this is a big story. Clearly TPUSA is getting ratioed. Everybody who is saying that Tyler Robinson is the killer, they're getting ratioed on X. Nobody believes them. If you're TPUSA, this is like their numbers on YouTube went from when Charlie Kirk was there, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views on every video. And now they're getting like 10,000. Okay. It's not a good sign. It's not a good look for your company what would help you is speaking the truth and also putting out information you have access to that can get rid of these conspiracy theories that you call them. Like the autopsy. Was there an autopsy? Can we see the autopsy? Because there's a lot of theories going around, and we would like to know the truth, okay? Who has access to the autopsy? Let's see it. Why wouldn't you do that? The autopsy will give us so much information. So much information. Like, there's a new theory going around that it was an electric shock, maybe from the lapel that was over here. Now, if the autopsy shows that there's if there's an electrical burn on this side of his chest, highly suspect. Maybe that's why they're not showing the autopsy. If there's nothing there, that would kill any conspiracy theories that the thing that killed him was coming from the lapel mic on his body. Let's see that. Let's see what was the exact path of the bullet. What was the angle? Like, just let us know. We want the truth. So, and I want to know what the truth is. Also, another strange thing is, where's the footage of Tyler Robinson turning himself in? Okay. That's very strange that footage was disappeared, or we don't have it, or what are you talking about? This is a very high profile case. Of course you have it. Of course it was filmed. There's too many things. All right. So we got all these people. Let's go back to the main point of this video, which is out of 20 political assassinations, basically they were all done by one person or maybe two people. What do you think the odds of that? What do you think the odds of that? That none of them were done by any intelligence agency. I think the odds of that are 0%. Okay? 0%, no intelligence agency was involved.
Speaking the truth is sacred, nothing will ever replace it. Lies are pervasive, the truth stay elevated.